I don't pretend to know what other people are like, but for myself, I seem to feel my heart jump with joy even to this day when I remember my birthplace, my home at Humulești, the stove round which mother used to tie a string with tassels, with which the cats played till they dropped dead exhausted, the ledge of the stove that I used to cling to when I was pulling myself up and learning to walk, the place on top of the stove where I used to hide when we children played hide and seek, as well as other games, full of fun and charm. Lord, what good times those were for parents and brothers and sisters. Were hearty, there was everything needful in the house. The sons and daughters of our neighbors were forever running with us, and everything was exactly as I liked best, without a shadow of ill humor, as if the world were mine. I myself was as happy as the day was long. Mother, who was well known for her spells, would say to me sometimes with a smile, as the sun shone from behind the clouds,
"Go outside, your fair-haired child, and laugh at the sun. Maybe the weather will change."
and the weather did change at my smile. The sun knew what I was able, for I was my mother's son, and she could work wonders. She would chase away the black clouds and drive the hail away by sticking the axe into the ground outside the door. She would hit the ground, the wall, or any wooden thing that I bumped my head against, and the pain was gone.
That's what Mother was like when I was a child, full of strange and wonderful things. As far as I remember, and well do I remember, for she rocked me in her arms as I fondly looked up into her eyes. I've taken my blood out of her blood and my flesh out of her flesh. I've learned speech from her and wisdom from God at a time when man has to tell difference between good and evil. That is what I was like at a happy age, and that's what I think all children have been like ever since the beginning of the world, no matter what people may say. Whenever Mother was tired and lay down a while to rest, we children would raise the roof. When Father came home at night, frozen stiff and covered with frost, we would give him a fright by springing upon him from behind in the dark, and he, tired as he was, would catch hold of us one by one, and he would kiss us to his heart's content. The Father sat down to his meal. When we would fetch the cats, we would trample their fur, and they couldn't get away. Poor cats.
And there you are, husband, looking at them and encouraging them, aren't you?
Come, leave them alone, wife, do. They're glad to see me back home, that's all. They've not a care in the world. The wood is in. There's plenty of bacon and flour in the garret, cheese in the wooden tub, likewise cabbage getting sour in the barrel, thank God. Let them just keep feet to eating and playing now that they're small, for they'll get over romping with cares as they grow up. Don't you know the saying, a child shall play, a horse shall draw, a priest shall read?
It's easy for you to talk, for you're not shut up in the house with them all day long, and that's enough to make your hair turn right and make you wish the earth would swallow them up. God, forgive me. I wish the summer would come so that they could play outside a bit. For you've had so much of them that they set my teeth on edge like crab apples. All the tricks that come into their minds, they're put into practice.
In a way, it's as it should be, my good woman. You're a church-goer and known for it too, so the boys are providing you with the church service, your heart's content on the spot. Not that the church is so very far. From now on, get to work, boys, so that mother may give you every day honey buns and cornmeal cake with groundnuts.
When we had all gone to bed, children will be children. We'll start fighting and wouldn't sleep for giggling till Mother, poor dear, pulled our hair, and Father, having enough, will sometimes say to Mother,
Come, leave them alone. That's enough scolding, and not all women can go to sleep standing up.
I recall as if they happened yesterday, these things that came into our heads and all the things we did. Just try and remember every trifle of recent events and see if your mind is equal to the task, Brother John. At Christmas, when Father sacrificed the pig, I would best try the pig. And I would have the time of my life knowing that I would get the pig's tail to fry and the bladder to fill with grains. to blow it up and rattle when it was dry. And then, alas, what a time Mother's ear had of it, until she'd break it against my head.